Hello there, welcome to Talking TV, and I've had a delivery. This is an exciting unboxing because I think I know what this is. Da, 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 da. It is new BBC DVD release, Dad's Army: The Missing Episodes. So these have recently been transmitted on Gold. I think they're in the middle of the run at the moment. There's 4 episodes that have been made for Gold. I'll explain those in just a moment. So this is a brand new BBC DVD of Dad's Army. It's been a while since we've had a Dad's Army DVD release. But the thing which separates this from the Gold transmissions is the special features. And I'm really looking forward to reviewing those as well as the episodes. For example, special features, you've got a deleted scene from 1969. We've got original BBC One archive continuity. We've got a making of documentary on the production of the new animated episodes, a restoration of a 1969 colour episode, Room at the Bottom, which has never been commercially available before. There's photo galleries, so I am really, really looking forward to reviewing this. I have seen one of the animated episodes previous because it's on ITVX, A Stripe for Fraser. But let's have a look at the rest of the content and give it its verdict. In fact, let's just open it up so you can see what the DVD looks like. So let's just open it up and show you what it looks like inside. So I'm just opening up the cellophane now so you can see what the interior looks like. There we go. Cellophane doesn't want to come off. So there you go. There's the front again. And then we've got that on the back there. It says between 1968 and 1977 the BBC broadcast 84 television episodes. I think that number includes the Christmas nights with the stars, because I think there was 4 of them. Anyway, so there we go. We've got the episode guide along the side. So you've got the 3 lost episodes from series 2, and then you've got the 2 Christmas specials from Christmas Night with the Stars, which were not on the original Dad's Army DVD releases. We then got the disc, which I'll just show you there. There we go. Love the artwork. And then the deleted scene. I'm just going to pull this out so I can give you a bit more information. The deleted scene, it says, the surviving audio recording of the season 2 episode The Loneliness of the Long Distance Walker is missing a section from the middle part of the episode. So in this section of the episode, Captain Manwaring and Sergeant Wilson take shelter during a London air raid. No original recordings of this scene are known to survive. The animated version of the episode simply omits this scene, as did an original cast re-recording of the episode made for BBC Radio 4 in 1973. So for this DVD, actors David Benson and Jack Lane have reperformed this lost scene using the original 1969 rehearsal script as a guide. So it's been presented here. So there you go. It was missing a section. That's interesting. We've got, it says, a compilation of previously unreleased BBC One continuity material from the original 1968 to 1977 broadcast run of Dad's Army. That's going to be fantastic to see. There's a spot from Newsnight as well from the 11th of December 2008, looking at the Dad's Army holdings of the BBC archives. So there you go, lots of content there. I'll just hold on that page, you can see all the content there. So a look at the Dad's Army Missing Episodes DVD. So let's look at the episodes first. So we've got episode 1, The Loneliness of the Long Distance Walker, which on the new UK TV version runs at just under 22.5 minutes. So the sound is taken from BBC Radio 4, which was originally transmitted on BBC Radio on the 29th of April 1974 at 6:15. The audio for the TV soundtrack for The Loneliness of the Long Distance Walker does not exist anymore. So we have this version. This is the only bit that, if you like, that survives of the original kind of script, this audio recording from 1974. As a comparison though, UK TV recreated this episode in 2019 with a whole new cast, and I've done a review of that. I'll put a link at the end with Kevin McNally, etc. That ran for 26 minutes. So what don't we get? Well, in this radio version, Ian Lavender and James Beck didn't appear. So their lines from the original script have been added and recreated. David Benson has recreated James Beck's lines, and Jack Lane recreates Ian Lavender's lines. James Beck died on August 6, 1973, so he passed away long before the radio series was made. And I'm guessing, for whatever reason, Ian Lavender didn't do it. So then we've got episode 2, which was Under Fire, which runs at just under 25 minutes. And again, it looks shorter than perhaps what the TV version would have been. Scenes have obviously been edited out for the BBC radio version. So the sound is taken from BBC Radio 4, transmitted on the 8th of April 1974 at 6:15. Again, the audio for the TV soundtrack doesn't exist for this episode. Again, no Ian Lavender and no James Beck for the radio recordings, but we hear David Benson and Jack Lane with additional lines that have been recorded. And in comparison, UK TV's version from 2019 with Kevin McNally, etc., was 27 minutes. So just to give you an idea of a slight difference in running times, and if you haven't checked them out, they are definitely worth a watch. But if you want the authenticity of Arthur Lowe and John LeMessurier being there, then obviously this is a great version. So then on to episode 3, which is a bit more complicated. We've got A Strike for Fraser, which ran for 30 minutes 27 seconds on ITVX. It's still there. And then 30 minutes 32 seconds on the version I watched. So in 2008, the soundtrack, the original soundtrack for A Strike for Fraser was discovered. And in 2015, the recording was then digitally remastered for a 2015 BBC Audio CD release. In January 2016, though, it was announced that the BBC would be creating an animated version of this episode. There's a bit more of a backstory to that, though, because in 2012, it looks like there were plans to animate these 3 episodes for BBC Two, and the plans got shelved. This is mentioned in the DVD extras on here in the animation test footage. So there was plans 11 years ago to have these 3 episodes animated for television, for terrestrial television, and then the plans got shelved. Anyway, back to January 2016. So the BBC was announced they were creating an animated version of the episode to be combined with a newly discovered copy of the audio, which was then released on BBC Store. I used to love BBC Store. There was some really random stuff added to BBC Store that you can't get hold of now. Anyway, so the 4th of February 2016 is when it was released, and the other 2 episodes, the other 3, including the Christmas one, all use the same type of animation that we see in A Strike for Fraser, which was made first. So there's a slight difference, though, to the version that was on ITVX and BBC Store compared to the UK TV version. For example, on the original ITVX BBC Store version, we get a recreated BBC One ident at the start with the original sound going, now on BBC One, into Dad's Army. This has been removed for the new 2023 version. Interesting decision. Also interesting, there's some minor differences in the animation at the end over the end credits compared to the original version. Look out for John LeMessurier. He's certainly been changed compared to the 2016 credits. Not all of the actors, though, just a couple of subtle changes. On to some of the special features, though. So we've got the continuity announcements I made. This is about 3 minutes long. There's not many, in honesty. We get audio of Ernie Wise introducing the 1968 Christmas Night with the Stars. We then get the BBC One continuity into A Strike for Fraser, which was cut out of the 2023 version. And then we get a bit of a a slide showing what's coming on the next day on BBC One, mentioning a repeat of Dad's Army, into the national anthem. Quite random, but there's not much continuity that survives of Dad's Army. There's also animation test footage that I mentioned earlier, which is quite interesting, quite a short feature. We've also got a photo gallery with pictures from around Series 2. I'd say a little bit after as well, but also includes pictures of the set. Again, interesting. There's also a news night feature. There's also room at the bottom, cut in colour now, which has never been available commercially before, which is great to have. The 4th episode is 22 minutes long and includes 2 Christmas Night with the Stars sketches. So 1968 and 1970, these short sketches were made for Christmas Night with the Stars, massive show that was on BBC One, including the 1971 Cornish Floral Dance. But only the audio survives of them. So again, these have been animated using the original audio recorded off a TV, obviously against a TV at the time. So it's great to see these. We didn't get these recreated by Kevin McNally, etc. in 2019. Maybe they should have, but this is the only way you can see how these Christmas Nights with the Stars episodes would have looked. There's also a deleted scene from The Loneliness of the Long Distance Walker, which has been recreated on here with actors David Benson and Jack Lane recreated the voices of Manring and Wilson. Now, I've compared it to this version. So there's a scene where there's an air raid siren going off and they're about looking for a hotel. And it's definitely a longer version that's been recreated on here. There's a little bit of the dialogue that they used for this version, but it's good to get a little bit of dialogue and Manring wanting to be out there fighting, which I haven't heard before. And obviously, I'm guessing it's from the original script. So it's a nice little deleted scene, and you see them recording it at the end of it as well. So that is it from me on Talking TV. Definitely go out and buy Dad's Army, The Missing Episodes. It is worth it for the Christmas Nights with the Stars being animated because we haven't got them really in any other official capacity. So it's worth it just for them. Obviously, you've got the recreated, the other 3 episodes as a comparison, but for the Christmas Nights with the Stars animation alone, it is worth it for that. And it's great that BBC have made an effort and not just put it out as a basic DVD. We've got the 1969 Room at the Bottom episode finally out in colour as well, with an Ian Lavender introduction. And they've gone to town on the extras as well. There's a BBC South Today feature as well. They could have just put out the DVD. Now, please do the same with Only Fools and Horses, BBC. We would love to see some extras finally out for that. Anyway, that's it from me. Bye for now.